Welcome to NSL 6.
Welcome to NSL 6.
We are getting way behind schedule. My life for hire.
Pick up as many of these observers as he can. Now he's gonna. Oh, his arm is getting split as he tries to move into the middle. Nomad can get a bit of a good flank here, pincer maneuver on these units. Some tanks are set up on this ridge onto the 6 o'clock position, which can start shelling these goons. So actually, Nomad needs to be a little bit careful, but he is sandwiching this Terran from both sides. He's looking like he's losing the south fight, but winning the north fight. So if he can just pull back those dragoons on the south side and keep things going.
Pretty much denying the fourth base of our Protoss player here. And here comes the engage.
Huge EMP shutting down both of those arbiters. No stasis was able to.
Can he defend at home is the big question. Zealots are flooding into the tank line. Oh my gosh, I think he's going to do it. He's going to hold it home, no problem.
He set back some units as well, like he split up Ting in the wing to scoop up all of these probes. Nomad trying to manually control, does come in with 4 Zealot bombs, trying to get something done, only taking out 1 siege tank for their efforts. There's only a handful of Zealots here to try and soak up all these siege tank shots. There's not going to be enough. Look at all that blue blood. These dragoons are royalty, but not in the sense that you want them to be. They're now to Zealot. Look, she says this is able to start going down onto these siege tanks. They're in a pretty good spot there. They're spread out just enough to force back to defend against these 2 speed shells, dropping lots of Reavers into the main base of Exit right now, while the siege tanks are rolling into the natural of Nomad, trying to do as much damage as quickly as possible. There's not much vulture support there, so probes aren't going to die too quickly. Reavers starting to rain down havoc in the main base, killing all the units that pop out of the factories. SCVs are being transferred from the natural into the line of the Reavers too, while the tanks are trying to make their way into the fighting ground as well to try and get the most fortified position possible, while the Reavers are in the main base doing so much damage to these SCV lines as well.
Yeah, I think the right choice here is to go for the base race. I don't think he can ever get back in time to actually stop this attack, but I don't know that he's got enough units to actually kill this Protoss opponent off, unfortunately. So let us see what Nomad needs for kind of both players. Both players are pretty much all in at this point. Whatever damage and whatever units they have now is what they've got.
So many SCVs are dying to Scarabs right now to Nomad, and it might seem a little bit troll, but it's actually not too troll, because if there was a science vessel, these scouts can actually pick up the science vessel and deny the vision so that the DTs can go. Sprinkles of Zealots to kind of tank damage at the front. Snell's going in, skirmishing, laying down huge psionic storms on those small circle position there. Some Hydras coming in from the west as well, trying to reinforce
the storm, as you said, but I think this container is just going to fall. There's just not enough Hydras here to support the army. There's not enough Lurkers to contain on their own. And Storm into a natural choked up like this, you can get some pretty massive storms from these Hydras. Where Storm is...
You might be able to swallow up this small force of our penguins, actually. It's kind of like out of position. Beautiful Storm now going to be mopping up quite a few of those Zerglings in the process. If he can somehow clear up this army, always be careful.
There's no Fracklings, oh no.
No Adrenal Grade. He forgot his Adrenal Grade. Oh, now he notices. It's like he can hear me or something. Like, just as I said, it's going to be shutting down the base from going online in the top left yet again. So it's shutting down the Protoss getting this other base online. Arcane
can try to snipe down the Nexus, and it is going to go down.
Crowbar can actually do this. He just killed the Nexus as well, and like this is crazy. Like Crowbar can actually win this game if he's Corsair. Might even lose the he's going to lose the Corsair and the Overlord. Okay, so a little bit of a weird trade there, losing the Overlord and the Corsair and the DT all in the same fight. I'm not sure if I like that calculation, but that's
at all. This is a full committal from Crowbar. He does get 1 cannon for the cost of 5 Hydras. Does pick off the
those cannons, but now he's going to go and try and come into the natural with these force of Hydras, starting to target down some of these cannons. Actually, only just cannons and dragoons here, so with good target firing, these Hydras actually can do the job. Storm is only currently halfway on the way of 3 Templars playing up, so we don't have Storm for a little time.
He's become a lot more common, a lot more popular lately. I mean, here comes the push forward by the Hydras. They're going to get 1 cannon for free almost instantly, but these these zealots getting on top of them, getting a lot of DPS on those Hydras. He's got to be careful. You can kill cannons extremely quickly, but you don't want to trade out too many.
A little bit inefficient to do so. Now kills off one of the other cannons. Only two do a double shot volley off on this tank and finish it.
Good blocks on these SCVs.
He's gonna get a tank.
He gets one tank
coming out. Yeah, it's actually pretty good for Svar at baiting these Dragoons in here, because now he's going to kill all of the Dragoons.
The barracks.
Critically scouting the barracks as well. I was just about to say,
oh no! The shuttle for 3 Dragoons don't even unload. That's crazy.
Oh no, we're going into carrier behind this. This is the absolute worst case scenario for Masiko.
Yeah, this is worst case scenario. Just so you know, the observer, like, oh my god, what be going through your mind right now? It's suddenly seeing this big bioforce, like,
GG's, be like going through my mind.
His arse cheeks must be clenching right now. Like, oh, not only am I going to bio units, so he's doing the absolute worst build order possible in defending against this, I would say right now. And then trying to engage these bioforces as they transition down from the ramp while buying some time, forcing the tanks to siege on the high ground, trying to get a few more rounds of units. And
but it's been very slow, and oh my gosh, that might have been too far forward for these tanks. If he can get on there and kill some of these tanks.
Well, the shuttle goes down though. It's a beautiful concave setup. He can start taking out these tanks, but it's actually a bit too much for him to handle. Great position from Svar, going to be mopping up all of those Dragoons. So much blood from the...
Just end the game, honestly. There's just not... We don't even have Zealot leg speed yet. He is pushing forward, trying to get people for the siege, or the tank siege up, and most of them weren't sieged up, so he is going to get his Zealots on top of that, but there's just enough vultures here that is not going to get on top of the siege.
In just a few seconds here, it's going to be a nightmare situation for Masiko to have to fight.
Oh my gosh, the mine!
5 Dragoons
5 Dragoons to 1 mine.
A couple of these overlords or drones in the process does get on top of these mutas with those Scourge. Beautiful Scourge connections, but there's a superior muta count, I think, for saying this here. So, and the rallying mutas, some Scourge coming in from the distance to try and squeeze out some damage out onto these mutas to weaken them up enough that he can start trading with them more and more. And as the mutas now flying to reinforce, he will be able to clean up all of these yards of this economy. Saiyan needs to get on top of these mutas and start trading. One volley goes down, takes up the first muta. He's going to be able to clear out all these mutas. Going to be popping out this hive momentarily. I want to see how he's going to utilize this. Is it going to be Great Aspire? Is it going to be Defile a Mound? Very curious what we're going to see from this AMSC going into this late game. Some easy action here. Never going to be definitely Devourers, because we do have this muta fleet. Currently, mutas running away from Scourge in the middle of the map. Ooh, some flanking Scourge going to be connecting as well, forcing Naka to lose quite a few of the mutas. Beautiful Scourge could try and kill one of them. Actually going to be eating some of those shots. Now saying is he going to be diving on top of that with his +1 Carapace, but it doesn't matter because Naka's got his own +1 Carapace. Surprise, motherfucker. Saying that's ready to launch the Plague. Plague is on the way though, it's not ready yet, so only Darkstorm is available currently. Going to be coming in with all these huge flock of mutas, going to be getting on top of these spores and not worrying too much about them anymore. Now just going to be trying to use his superior air fleet to dominate Naka right this second. Right now, all the spores are starting to fall. So are the Mutalisk force of Naka. He has Plague on the way, but it's not ready yet. And he's going to be maybe losing this expansion in the time being, reducing him to just 2 base worth of economy, and we still have a bit of a bank of gas force. The job done. They are going to do so. Stepping forward, could snipe the SCV building that turret, or just snipe the turret down. That's good enough, and that's a real nightmare situation. Just coming in, sniping that turret off, and then the DTs can go to work and dealing with that tank. There is some turrets being made in the main base, but now the Natural's completely evacuated. Dragoons go to work on that bunker as well to open that up. DTs killing one more tank in the main base. Wolfix in complete disarray right now as these DTs go to work, trapping this tank. Oh no, he's going to lose the other tank as well. The SCV was blocking on the left hand side. That's devastation. Wolfix there as well. Here it comes.
Here comes the recall, and that definitely is the more common play. You recall in, get the Terran move his army back, and then you go kill that third base. And this is a really big recall. This is a ton of Dragoons, a ton of Zealots. He's definitely going to lose at least his upgrade, or his armories that are currently upgrading. It might even lose his whole base. The amount of...
Coming in with the Dragoons and the DT, as we saw before. Yeah, he's not blocking with his SCVs though. The turrets are getting... He's got the backup turret behind, so even if this turret falls, there is another turret being built behind this. He is body blocking the DT from getting in the main base. Drill with the SCVs, but does lose the tank in the process. Wasn't able to stop that DT getting in the main base. Now the turret going down in the natural as well, maybe. So, but a little bit of a tough spot.
Yeah, this flank's gonna hurt a lot. I like the whole position micro there. Nice micro where you're really comfortable and confident using it, and then everything just kind of goes wrong right at the beginning. Alright, so yeah, we should be seeing GG here from our Terran any moment. I don't think this mines will work, but mines you gotta get really lucky with them. Nice with the D matrix on the front. Throw that one in first. It soaks up all the hits from the sunken colonies, and then you can get your tanks in range. Yeah, this is absolutely huge. That is so much mech. It's unbelievable. Nice D matrix, dude. Did you was this okay, yo. Okay, hold up. I don't think that Terran is going to be able to hold. Maybe Zerg can hold here. Okay, there we go. Defilers are out. The Dark Swarm goes down on Terran. I don't think it's going to matter too much, though, because, I mean, Terran just has to back up, and they've already got... Nice pullback, yeah. Politics. For... jump on it. Okay, so we got a base trade situation going on right here. No matter what happens, I mean, Zerg, 3 defilers are going to wiggle their way out of the fight.